Okay,
Hey, yes, honey.
welcome, guys. It is a Wake the F Up Monday, May the 11th, 2026. Guys, welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Feature Wake Up Team with this queen right here, Janice. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Special shout out to all our folks over there in YouTube. I truly appreciate you guys as well. Hey, if you don't mind, guys, like, share, follow, subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. I hope you guys are okay out there. Thank you on this after Mother's Day on a Monday. We are truly grateful to be here. This is where you get your morning started, right? But most importantly, this is where we get the job done for your early morning podcast, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Facebook and also on YouTube. We truly appreciate you. Thank you. We're going to jump right into this show. We got an action-packed show for you guys, and we are so grateful that you guys are here today. So where you get your morning love, only place on earth where you get your morning start, right? To this queen right here, Janice, good morning. God bless. Happy Mother's Day again. Skin looking good. You look good today, Janice. God bless.
Thank
And
you.
how are you?
I am very well. Peace and love, all you beautiful people out there. And welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Today in my backyard, it is 61 degrees. I'm sorry, 51 degrees. Expected high is going up to 61 degrees and expected low 48 degrees. I hope all is well with you all on this beautiful, cloudy Monday. May 11th, 2026. And as I said before, it's 51 degrees here, but guess what? It's cloudy and it's supposed to be cloudy all day today. But that's okay because guess what? It's sunny right in here. Okay. It's sunny right in here. And I hope that it's sunny where you are as well, no matter where you are. I'm Janice Segure from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team, the only place on earth where you get your morning started right, baby. Okay.
Right. Right. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right, guys? We truly appreciate you being here. Now, let's jump into this thing real quick on a Wake the F Up Monday. Janice, we're going to jump in. I just want to ask you first, how was your Mother's Day?
Oh, my Mother's Day really was spectacular. It was very nice. The whole gang was here, and out of all the gifts I received, the best gift truly, really was having my family here with me. When you reach a certain age, I think you just look at life. You look at life differently, and I just sat back and just watched everyone, treat me like the queen that I am, and just shower me with gifts and love and what have you. And we laughed, we danced, we sang, we cooked together, we did all kinds of stuff together, and it was just a beautiful day. And you know what? It was cloudy at first, but then the sun came out and we were out in the backyard. Like it was a beautiful day. Beautiful day. So yes, Shawn, it was a great weekend and a lovely Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all you ladies out there. Once again, I hope your day was just as beautiful as mine.
Well, happy. Yeah, I'm glad, Janice, that worked out for you and all the mothers out there. God bless. Mother's Day was a very busy day. Shout out to my mother, Mama Harvey. I didn't get a chance to see her. She was out in those streets and church and doing her thing. And I was over here with my wife and we was having a good time yesterday. And God bless. And we hope that Mother's Day was okay with all you guys. Now, let's keep it pushing. Janice, before we start the show, I don't know if this guys is happening to you, and I'm just sharing it. Here we go again with me sharing something weird. But right now, in real time, before I go into my next thought, just want to, welcome to Harvey's house real quick. Janice, I like to watch the morning news. I'm an old school guy like that. I like to watch the Good Morning Americas. I'm one of those guys. I know that there's more news on social media or online than it could ever be on the regular TV stations, because for years we were listening to what was going on, what they were saying, but the real news is actually on the social media platforms. That's what I think, like, because it's happening in real time.
Yeah.
But I say all this to say that I still have that routine of listening to a little bit of morning news. I guess maybe Harvey's just trained. My mind is trained to watch a little bit of that. And maybe because I'm old school. But here's the problem, Janice. I say all this to say I was gonna, I didn't even walk the dog yet. I was gonna walk the dog, and I said, let me pop on the news and watch what's going on a little bit and just get my mind right for this show that I'm excited to do. And Janice, when I was trying to turn the TV on with my cup of coffee and my morning routine, guess what, Janice?
What happened?
Harvey can't find the remote control. Harvey cannot find the remote control in the living room. I have no clue where it's at.
That sucks.
And at this moment, Janice, right now on this show on the Wake the F Up Monday, I can't find the effing remote control. I don't know where it's at. I have no clue. When this show is over, I'm going to tear up that living room. And why do I have to do that? Now, I was going to text my wife and go, listen, where's that remote control? But this woman has a real job, unlike Harvey. So I don't want to interrupt nobody and to ask where a remote control is. And it's probably somewhere obvious. I don't know. But I just wanted to give an example of the fact that I was having my regular routine this morning and all the things that I do. And now I'm thrown off because Harvey cannot find the remote control. And the remote controls in the rest of the house, they don't work universal on all these televisions. So this one remote control is dedicated to this one television. And I can't find it. And since I can't find it, old man Harvey's creeping in a little attitude, and there's something going on. And why am I being punished? The man who pays the bills. Why am I getting punished? Because my bonus son and my wife had took that remote control and put it somewhere. And I know it's not intentional, but sometimes I think it is. Well, and now that TV is sitting in the living room and it's shut down. I can't put it on and I don't understand what's happening. So my question to you, Janice, and to everyone else, do you get flustered when you can't find that remote control again? And I'm going through this and maybe it might be my age. I don't know. Maybe I might have to start writing things down. Janice, do you have a firm on a Wake the F Up Monday before we start the show? And this is happening to me for real right now. Do you get flustered when you can't find the remote control?
No, not the remote control. That doesn't bother me so much. I don't watch TV that much, anyway. So that doesn't bother me. It's my keys and my eyeglasses. Like, what did I do with that? I just had it, And that's the only thing that really drives me insane is when I can't find those things. So the remote control, no. But ask my husband that question. He can co-sign with you on that, Shawn. Where the heck is it? And we got like 6 of them, okay?
And that's another thing. Guys, how many remote controls do we... Listen, what's happening here? Why are we so dependent on these things? And it's an emotional connection immediately. The moment I still can't find the remote control. I still don't know where it's at.
Did you ask Cooper, by the way?
Oh, no, he's sitting here. He's another one that lives for free. Guys, tell me how you feel when you can't find the remote control, and how you feel when you find it. This is the same thing like I talked about last week about another item I couldn't find. And I don't know, maybe I might be at a certain age where I got to start writing things down and taking pictures. I don't know. But then they put these remote control in the obvious places, Janice.
Uh-huh.
You're not going to believe what I'm about to say before we start this show.
Okay.
My wife is so organized in here. She got a little box, a little bucket like that has all the remote controls. Did you think I would go over there and look for it there first? No.
Shawn, don't tell me. Say it ain't so.
And if that remote control is in the box with all the other remote control, then I'm going to feel like an asshole.
You know what? I want to know. I want to know now.
Let me find this. All right, Jan, just stay. Let me see. Right, I'm gonna go right now and see if it's in the box.
Yes,
all right?
Please check. I really want to know. Like, is Shawn, is he losing it? But no, it's never the remote control for me. never the remote control for me. It's always my keys or my glasses or something like that. But you should check with Cooper because Cooper might have it. Cooper might know where it is. You know, Cooper may be mad at you
Janice,
because you take him out. What? Is
I
in
am
there?
happy to say that it's not there, so I'm not losing my mind.
So
All
now
right,
the next thing is this, Shawn. You put it someplace. You misplaced it.
No, no, I hear you. You're absolutely, that could be the case, but it wasn't last night because my
Oh.
wife and the bonus son was in the living room. I was in the bedroom watching the game.
Okay.
Now, my question too, before we move on, guys, have you ever taken a remote control? Where's the weirdest place that you put a remote control? One of the weirdest, I took the remote control one time, Janice, and I put it up there with the vegetable oils and all in the cabinet.
Well, I can say that I left mine in the freezer one day. That was years ago. But it's like, where's the remote control? It was in the freezer.
guys, have you ever left the remote control weird? Janice said the refrigerator in the freezer, not the refrigerator. You say in the freezer?
In the freezer, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I left it in the cabinet by the olive oil and all the cooking oils. I left it in that cabinet with the ketchup and all that stuff. That's where I left it. Guys, I'm just, before we start, I'm not saying these things just to be saying them. I really can't find the remote control. Now it's leading to other things. We need to all have a mental health check. Where are we mentally? Leaving our remote controls in a weird place will give a barometer of where we're at mentally. Janice and myself are obviously losing our minds. If you put it in the freezer, I put it over there by the olive oil. Guys, before we start and get into the show, where have you left the remote control? And be honest, okay? And don't sit there and tell me I never left the remote control someplace weird. Now, Janice, before you get into reading the comments, let's get into this music real quick. What are they saying, Janice? Are they saying anything?
I took the remote control with me before and he left it in the car.
He took the remote control and took it to the car?
He took it to the car. He left it in the car. I took the remote control with me and left it in the car. That is hilarious. Okay.
Did you drive off with the remote control? How did you leave the remote control in the car? But thank you for your honesty. This is what we're talking about. So he took the remote control out the house. I don't think I ever remember taking the remote control out the house.
Jesus, man, that's gross.
That's funny. And Princess, thank you for your honesty. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. I don't think I've ever taken it out of the house either.
I'm trying to remember, I don't think I've ever taken a remote control physically out the house.
And I'm trying to process that because it can happen. I can see how that can happen. You're in a rush, you're in a hurry, and you're paying attention to what's going on the TV. Yeah. And it's like, you got to leave. And it's like, wait, just one more minute. And you got your keys in your hand, you got your phone. You're just trying to do that check, not realizing that you got the remote control. So I can see that happening.
Yeah. I can definitely see that happening.
Me though. It's crazy.
Princess, thank you for your honesty. That's what I'm talking about. Janice left it in the freezer. That's the scary part with Janice. She didn't leave it in the refrigerator part. She put it by the ice. Yes. I put it by the olive oil and all the oils and all the mustard. Anybody else?
Okay, so we got Brian Martindale. He said that he'll wake up his kids out of their sleep and ask them, where the hell is that remote control? Okay. He's wondering, where is it? And someone else said something.
Wait. Stop. Whoa.
Yes.
Hold on, John. Hold on. Excuse me. Wait. Brian Martindale from the Bronx, New York, that live out here in Pennsylvania. That's one of my brothers. I love this dude. We go way back, Brian Martindale. Matter of fact, he was at the podcast event, but you and Tamiko ran off and left.
Oh yeah, but I met him briefly though. What's up? Hey, right, didn't I? Yeah, okay.
No, you didn't. You got out. The sun went down and you left.
Okay. It is kind of true. I did leave.
But anyway, he got love for you. Janice, don't you think that's a little extreme to wake the babies up? Even though his babies might be grown-ass people?
Well, if they're grown-ass people, no.
Now, but if someone wakes somebody up, Brian, you got to explain yourself now, bro. Janice, would you wake somebody up? But it shows the connection that we have with remote controls. It's serious. But Janice, would you wake somebody up? And Brian, how old are the babies?
Yeah.
You're not just going to get away with that one, bro. Janice, would you wake somebody up for the remote control?
I'm sorry. I wouldn't do that. Even if they were grown-ass children, I would not wake them up, but the next day they would hear from me. But that's a bit extreme,
Now, because there was one time that my wife fell asleep and the remote control was like right here on her face. So I moved her, Janice. I did this. I moved her. I moved the face, Janice. I moved the face, and I got the remote control. Did I wake her up? No. Guys, are you waking people up for the remote control? Because Brian, thanks for your honesty, but we need. I got more questions, bro. We need more answers. Go ahead, Janice.
Yes, yeah. Well, Brian said that he remembers meeting me. So yeah, hey, peace and love, Brian, to you. Yes, but let me see here. He said that they're in their 20s. Okay, his babies are grown as AF.
Now, this is what I think. In my head, I'm gonna be Brian for a moment. Brian is a hardworking man paying them bills in that house. And if his kids are in their 20s, yes, you waking these kids up because you ain't paying the bills that he's paying. I don't know if that's the case. Maybe Brian's kids might be paying the bills. I could be absolutely wrong, but I'm not going to bet my life on it. I think Brian and that wife of his over there, which is my sis, they paying bills over there. So when you paying bills over there and you can't find certain things, everybody got to wake up.
Yes. And
everybody got to wake up. Brian, am I right or wrong? Put it on the chat room if you running things over there. And if them kids are doing something, you waking them up. I yield my time to you, Janice.
Yes. Well, I was going to say, leaving it in the freezer, it was there for quite a long time because how often do you go into the freezer? You're going to go in the refrigerator several times throughout the day. You're going to go in the pantry several times a day. But how often do you go into the freezer? And I went in there to get ice for my beverage and put the ice in there, set the remote control down and I left. And for the rest of the day, we were all like, again, this happened a long time ago, but for the rest of the day, we were all trying to figure out where was the remote control. And my kids were very young at the time. So I'm all in the toy chest and everything looking for the freaking remote control. Like, I don't know where it is, So
that remote control was so mad at you, it said this.
And it's not to be disrespectful to no one, but anybody can come up this courtroom today, put their hands on my camera, put their hands on me, can get this shit today. I'm telling you, I'm whooping ass today. Straight up throwing blows to anybody that put their hands on me, and that's on guard. I'm gonna fuck this.
I love her. I love her. Oh, child. Don't mess with my camera, okay?
On guard.
You're gonna get these hands today.
Get them hands today. Guys, welcome to the show, the place on earth where you get your morning start right. We also get the job done here on the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. We're going to get into some morning buzz in a minute. Janice, are they saying anything else?
They're saying, let me see, kids live rent-free. Blessing Shawn, that's, what else am I seeing here? The damn kids rent-free. Yeah, basically stuff like that, yeah.
See, that triggers it. See, so now it makes sense. It makes sense. Brian waking up them kids because we all know that these kids are living free. And I've been there. I know what that is when the kids are a certain age and they still live with you and you out there still busting your ass and they grown and they healthy with regular blood pressure. And, So sometimes it's weird. Go ahead, Janice.
I just got to say something about that, though. The times that we live in, I remember when I was a young thing, very, very young, elementary school, where it was, known for you to hit 18 and you're out of the house. You got to get your own job, you got to get your own place to live. And, that's it. You're no longer mooching. But now, what does that say about us as parents where we have, grown ass, children living with us? I'm okay with it, to be honest with you, to a certain degree. If you have to live that way, live that way. It's helpful. It can be very helpful, but that's I don't know. Anyway, I took it to a different.
The thing with that is, since before we get into the morning buzz, the thing with that is the current climate that we live in today economically in the country is very hard for these young folks to go out there and live. Rent is $2,000, $3,000, even though I think they can't afford it because they don't really have no other expenses, especially if they don't have any kids. So if you don't have no kids, and the things that us adults are not spending money on, the young folks are, because it drives the economy. But when it's bad when young folks who don't have children, I'm just saying, putting it in just those type of folks, and they venture out and they don't have all these expenses other than they sell.
Yeah. And
they still can't afford it. That's the problem. Now, I can see if they have kids and they're young, I get it. I understand that part. But if you a young adult and you're working, and whether if you went to school or not, I'm just saying, if you got a regular job and that regular check and it's only you and you can't afford to live on your own and you got to come back home, that's a problem. Now, Janice, on the Wake Up Monday, I love all my kids. I have 5 of them.
Okay.
They age from 42 to 25.
Ooh, child.
Yeah, I'm old, Janice. I'm old as hell.
So are your children. 45. Damn.
Yeah, well, my oldest is 42. I'm sorry, 42.
Oh, okay.
And God blesses me. They all have done well in life, and God bless these folks. But Janice, if something happened on something regular where my child needs to move in here, because God has blessed me, I got enough space for someone to live here with me and my wife, the kids. If one of my kids had to move back in here, and I'm assuming that we all love our kids, God bless. And if them kids are healthy and they're working, and you move in here, you're not paying a bill. I'm gonna need $500.
Yeah.
You pay not you. I might need a deposit. I might. When we had that conversation, like I need to move back in, I might need $500.
Right. Something. Okay.
No, you're paying. If you're healthy and you're leaving and you're responsible and you need some place to stay, I think you got to pay. You got to get some money.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
And a few $100s, you can still save money to move out again. But I love you to death. I love to all my kids. I love y'all. Y'all moving here, and you healthy, and you outside, and you posting on TikTok and social media. You're paying.
Right. And not only that,
I love
Shawn,
you, but you're paying.
You're paying. Not only that, you got to contribute to the food. Go buy your own food, first of all. Don't ask me to pick up nothing from the store, from the supermarket when I'm on my way out to do the monthly shopping. What is it you want? Okay, well, you know what? Here's my list, and you go, you get the food, and include what you want on your list. Like, you pay for food too. Pay for the food. You got to pay for the food. You can't be sitting around here just eating up all the daggone food now. Come on.
Right. And behave yourself. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. Behave. Well, I'm the king of this castle.
And I'm the queen.
Behave yourself.
Let's not forget. Shawn, I just want to add one more thing.
Go ahead.
That's one of the good things about having everybody come over. They leave, for Mother's Day. It's like, okay, they stay for the weekend or whatever, but then, okay, bye. See you, Mom. Love you, Mom. Bye. Yeah, bye. Because you can't stay for too long, because then that we start to bump heads after a while. It's like, I want things a certain way, and it has to be that way because I'm the queen, like you the king. So go ahead. Sorry for interrupting.
No worries, Janice. Guys, if the kids move back in, are they paying rent, or y'all love your kids so much they ain't got to do nothing and they ain't got to pay? Janice, before we get into the morning buzz, let's go.
Okay, yes. Yes, that gets me moving. That gets me moving. But Shawn, I want to say on this Monday morning buzz, I want to talk about the Knicks real quick. You know, I posted a clip in the in the little chat area there that you could play. But I just want to say the New York Knicks, yes, they swept the 76ers. Hey, go New York, go New York, go. And with that said, I thought it was hilarious because I did watch some of the game as well. And I just thought it was hilarious to hear all the cheering every time Deuce, made his little 3-shot, from the sideline or whatever. Everybody was like, Deuce. I'm like, what? Wait, what is happening here? It was more cheering for the Knicks than the 76ers. At certain points in time, the Sixers would, they would shoot, they would make their whatever basket. But you didn't hear too many people saying anything. It was just, they actually turned that arena into Madison Square Garden, and that's what you're going to see on this video. Right, Shawn? You ready? You want to play?
That does not work here in South Philly. That does not work here on Broad Street.
A few moments later.
Let's go! Say what? Let's go! Say what? Let's go! Say what?
No.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
There is nothing like a New Yorker, let me tell you. Oh my God. I love these guys, I swear. I love New York. I just love New York, okay?
All right, since you're gonna start off with that, my Knicks, those are my beloved Knicks. There's sometimes I wish I was in a time capsule and I could go back to being in my early 20s and 30s and roll out there with these young folks who are crazed maniac fans of the New York Knicks, and I love it. And these young folks breathe life into me. And when they take that belt off and they say belt to ass, like Michael Irvin did in the last year in the collegiate days when in the playoffs with Miami, that's where they got all that from. Michael Irvin, a football player, he's a University of Miami alumni. He used to play for that team, and then he went on to the Cowboys, and he's a big fan. When Miami was in football playoffs, and every time they won, he would take the belt off and take a jersey and whoop the jersey of the opposing team. Oh. And now it's catching on throughout the sports. And the New York Knicks fans have rejuvenated all of us. And shout out to these young folks who are out of their mind. We'll be putting up more videos of the Knicks going out of their mind throughout the weeks, the young folks. And to the Philadelphia 76ers, you're a pathetic, you're a pathetic organization. You've been out here getting pimped by the New York Knicks. You bitched up so much that you were willing to give away free tickets to charities in the Philadelphia area, and they didn't even want to go. Because the New York Knicks fans bought 40 to 60% of the tickets. Your fan base didn't even show up to root for the team. If you talk about Madison Square Garden, they called it Madison Square Garden East. We took over the building. And for the players of the Philadelphia 76ers, all of you are bitch-ass neighbors. The New York Knicks took your heart away. Tyrese Maxey, you played minimum. Joel Embiid, you're a bitch. And all of the coach, you're horrible. And for the Knicks to come down there and gangbang you guys with our fans is pathetic. I've lost all respect for the Philadelphia 76ers basketball organization. To the New York Knicks, if healthy, we are going to the finals. You're right. McBride hit about 4 or 5 three-pointers in a row. If you're a New York Knicks fan, put a #1 in the chat room. We're resting now. We're waiting for Cleveland and Detroit. Whichever one of them duke it out and win, we're going to bust their asses too. And for all you Knicks haters out there, kiss my ass. Pause. Knicks haters, stay away. We are going to the finals. We swept the Philadelphia 76ers forever. Don't you come nowhere near. We won 7 playoff games in a row. We beat the crap out of Atlanta. We beat the crap out of the 76ers. And the Knicks going to the finals.
Yes.
And Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, bitch ass neighbors, all of you. Sorry, man. You can't let another team and their whole town come in your building like that.
Yo,
Come in your building. 60% of the audience is from another. Everybody thought they was in New York. Go New York, go. Put a number in the chat room if you're a Knicks fan. God bless. What else you got, Janice?
Well, so I just want to go back to what you were talking about last week. I'm trying to find the article when you were talking about how the Philly was saying that, you know, the New York, none of the Knicks fans should be allowed into their arena. And they were supposedly watching, you know, who's purchasing the tickets from New York, because if there are any New Yorkers around, you know, they're not going to allow them to purchase the tickets, which is wrong. You can't do that. I can't find the article on that.
That's
but
right.
yeah. I think the ending score was what, 144 to 114, you know, from the Knicks. But it was a very good game. Of course, it was a great game. You know, the Knicks were winning. You know, and for most of the game, they were winning by like maybe 30 points. And I noticed that a lot of the fans from Philly began to leave, like at the end of the third quarter and the beginning of the fourth quarter. They started to pack up and leave. Like some of the chairs you could see that were visibly empty. But us New Yorkers, man, we were all over the place. I loved it. I loved the excitement. It was great. It was fantastic. All right. So next up, you have anything you want to add to that, Shawn?
Go New York, go. Go New York. We ready?
You gonna go to the ticker tape parade?
Am I gonna go? Yes, I'm gonna go there. I'm going. If the Knicks win the final, and that's another thing. If the Knicks win the finals, Janice, everybody stay away from New York City. They are gonna burn the whole thing down.
They gonna burn the city down.
They're gonna burn it. It's gonna burn. It's gonna burn. This is something that has never been experienced in my lifetime. When the last time the Knicks won the championship, I was 5 years old, 6, 7 years old. I can't remember that.
Yikes.
But yes, if the Knicks get close, I might not go to Madison Square Garden and stand outside. I would love to do that. I think these young folks would push me around. But I'm excited about the Knicks. If you're a Knicks fan, let's get excited.
Yes.
We got our team. OG Anunoby didn't even play because he had a hamstring injury, and we still blew out the Sixers. So gives him time to rest, and we could go on and wait for the next challenger, which we're going to beat and go right to the finals. Remember, last year we went to the conference finals, and this year now we're going to the finals. Because there's no way that Detroit, I don't care if Detroit's the number 1 ranked team in the NBA on the Eastern Conference, I don't care. Cleveland, we're gonna beat them all and go right to the finals. Go Knicks.
Who would you rather see the Knicks play, Detroit or Cleveland? You said Cleveland, right?
Good question. You know my answer is it don't matter. We're going to beat the crap out of both of them. We got Mr. Clutch, Jalen Brunson, who can't be stopped. Nobody can stop him. You might as well hit him with a hammer on the head.
Yes. Yeah. And then Deuce, we got Deuce. Like he came through. He came through.
See, but that's how shows how good the Knicks are. He's a bench player.
He's a bench player.
He's a bench. He's the first or second dude that come off the bench, but he stepped up in the starting lineup because of OG. And look what he did last night. And
yes.
Yo, claps. Great job, Knicks.
Yes.
Yeah, what else you got, Janice?
Okay. So next up, hold on. I want to talk about Frontier. Okay, so a pedestrian was fatally hit by a Frontier airplane over the weekend, guys. Okay, so this Frontier airplane was departing from Denver International Airport, heading to LA on May 8th, around 11:19 p.m. local time. And this person was struck and killed, okay, by the airplane as it was taking off. As the report goes, this airplane was taking off. It said that the person was struck and killed after jumping over the perimeter, that that fence that they have, separating everybody, whatever. But anyway, this person apparently, reportedly, jumped that fence and was on the runway, and he got, hit by the tire of the airplane. Passengers were evacuated due to brief engine fire caused by this collision. Can you imagine? I mean, in my head, I'm thinking, well, wait, was he sucked in? Like, what happened? So I really want to find out what happened. I'm going to look into that a little bit more later on today. But this was Airbus A321 flight 4345. Again, it was departing Denver, headed to LA on the 8th. No other major injuries were reported, just that one fatality. What is wrong with people today where they got to jump over the fence and run down the daggone runway? What was the point of all of that? I guess we'll never know, will we?
If it wasn't for the engine fire, I would say continue on with the flight.
What was that? Oh, okay. A bump in the road. All right, let's just go.
Whoever this person is, let's give them a round of applause for a new way of killing yourself. Now you running in front of planes. That's what we doing.
Yeah.
First of all, the airport is negligence. Why do you have people running out on the tarmac on the runway? Those runways are like 4 or 5 miles long. How did he get from out the terminal? Where did he come from? To run and hop a fence?
Right.
That's what we're doing. This man could have had a bomb or something on him, tore up the whole plane.
That's a good point.
I don't understand what's going on with this airline industry, the FAA and all these people that have security in the airport. The airport and the airline industry is becoming more fragile by the day. Everything that's happening in the last 6 months, we would never have heard of prior to that, unless isolated incidents. A lot of near misses, the TSA workers, airlines shutting down. People are stressed out. The stock market is going up, but inflation is going up, and a lot of people are out of work. People are stressed out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he might have was late for the plane and try to get on the plane. Mental health is deteriorating in this country right now. Each and every one of us should have at least a once or 2 week a therapy session, because we all need to talk to somebody, including myself and Janice. We don't have enough of that, but we're worrying about redistricting congressional seats to take away from the Black folks in the South.
Yes.
All our priorities are screwed up. And it's because of the division in this country. I'm not going to sit there and do what Donald Trump do and blame Joe Biden for everything that happened. But the Donald Trump administration has a lot to do with all this bullshit, where people are now running into planes to kill themselves. People used to jump in front of trains. Is this a new trend now? Now we're going to run it. Now, where airport is this? Was it in New York? What was this?
Denver International Airport.
Denver International Airport. You should be ashamed of yourself. And everybody over there, especially involved with the security, should be fired.
Yeah.
You allowed an individual to run on the runway while a plane is going 200 miles an hour. He could have blew up the plane. He could have shot the plane up. What if he had like a rocket, like one of those rockets that they have in the Middle East, or a drone? What if he killed everybody?
Yeah.
And this is the times that we live in today, because of an administration that is full of nothing but division, nothing but hate, bigotry, and racism.
Yeah.
Because we already are a fragile society with our mental health. The lights are on, but there's nobody home.
Ain't nobody there.
And people are doing the weirdest things. And this is not coincidental.
Right.
This is a lot going on for a person to go, you know what? How do you wake up in the morning? I'm going to go to the airport and run in front of a Frontier plane. And Frontier is now one of our last surviving affordable airlines.
Mm-hmm.
If they go down, it's over.
Right.
Everybody should get fired at the Denver International Airport. Did the body suck into the plane? Credit to the pilots that was, had enough awareness with their skill set to land the plane or come back or whatever they did. And thank God for that. I yield my time.
Yeah, well, you're right about the whole mental health situation, you know, because I wondered also when I read the story, was this man trying to commit suicide? Like, why would he do such a dumb thing? I mean, that was a suicidal act. And the other thing you mentioned, the Trump administration, it seems like, you know, this everything is just going wrong underneath this man's administration. Everything is going wrong. Shawn, I went and purchased gas last week. I normally would pay around $40 to fill my tank up. I paid a little more than $65 to fill my little tank up. Okay. And I'm thinking about the SUV. I haven't put any gas in there yet, but I just, God, I'm terrified because I know it's going to be somewhere over $100 to fill the tank up on that. Now, the other thing I want to add is, so let's say I put gas in the tank Monday. I went and put more gas in there because I was at a half a tank, more gas in on a Saturday. I spent $45 putting, filling the tank up from a half a tank to a full tank, $45. So it went up like $20 more in just a few days. It's absolutely insane what's going on under this man's administration.
You know, this is what your gas tank was saying.
With you, I don't fucking like no other female out here. I love nobody else but you. And my 2 kids. How can you tell me that? To just go and be happy with someone else so you can be happy with someone else? Is that why you're telling me to go?
Well, I would say to my gas tank, prove it, okay? Or beat it, because I got to figure something out. I'm going to start walking. No, seriously. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous to have to pay over $100 a week for gas. Can you imagine the people that have to drive to their location? People who live in Nassau County, let's say they have to drive to Shawn, people who live in a suburban area, most of them, they drive where they got to go. This is absolutely ridiculous. We're going to end up paying $400-500 a month just for gas.
Janice, you're going to have to start dancing.
Okay. Okay.
Janice, try not to get so upset. Yes, the gas price is out of control. I'm thinking about moving back to the Bronx because I don't need a car in the Bronx.
Right.
I think that people that live in urban centers, you guys have a relief. If you don't have a car, you saving more money than all of us. Yes, the gas prices are now $25 more than what you would have paid a couple of months ago, and even more. And now we have to conserve it. This is the type of situation that we're living in right now. The president is in a war of choice. We have nothing to do with that. And if you think the Iranian people are stupid, they're not. They are going to put a headlock on our financial fragile system in this country until we bleed to death with our finances and our wallets. The Iranians don't have the capability to beat us militarily, but they got the capabilities to beat us in our wallet and in our pockets. And that's exactly what they're doing. That's what they're doing, because we have a president that's incompetent and we got a president that's stupid. And it's weird that I think that people who are hardline Trump supporters are sort of like almost fanatical, like the Jim Jones followers back in the day when he gave everybody the juice. And I'm not talking about Jim Jones, the rapper. So vote Democrat, vote, please. I mean, because if you don't vote, it's going to stay the same. You got to vote. Young folks vote. See, young folks thought, I don't have to vote. It don't matter, blah, blah, blah. But now your grandmother's in Guantanamo Bay. So that's what we got to do. We got to vote. All right, Janice, go with. Before you go to the next story, here we go.
Okay.
Janice, I got caught. It's the heart. I haven't been in the chat room. Wait, what's going on in the chat room?
Yep, she put him up. She put up.
I have not been in the chat room. Hold on, guys. Let me go into the chat. Let me go into the chat room real quick.
Yes, because the hearts are there, and I'm looking for a video, Shawn.
I need to get into the chat room real quick. I gotta see what's going on in that chat room, guys. All right. I feel better now. I'm in the chat room. The first name I saw is Sister Soldier. Angie B, good morning. Princess, God bless. You guys are not doing nothing. I'm at Comedy Harlem tonight. They got karaoke and comedy with my homegirl Monifa, a legendary R&B singer. She does the karaoke. Harvey's going to do the jokes. That's at Comedy Harlem tonight. Shout out to all the promoters and the comedy folks that came out over the weekend. I did all my shows out here in Pennsylvania. Friday night, I was in Bethlehem. Shout out to my man Mel. I did a show literally 10 minutes from my house. It was beautiful. We had a great time. And Saturday, with my man, super promoter Daryl Scott up in the Poconos, sold out show. We had a great time. Thank you so much. You're not doing nothing tonight. I'm about to leave here to go to New York now to spend some time with my moms, but I'll be at Comedy in Harlem, 7 o'clock. Monifa, the R&B great singer, is the host, and Shawn Harvey's gonna do some jokes. Now, Janice, I'll have the date. We're gonna do a mixer, meet and greet day party, Shawn Harvey Morning Show day party at Comedy in Harlem. You know, I always support Jamie and Nikki. That's like a second home to me. They're a Black-owned establishment, and I want to make sure they get that Black dollar. I'll have the date tomorrow. We're going to do a day party. When I know not too much comedy, not too much talking. I mean, we get on the mic and say a few things, but what we want to do is party, hang out, socialize. So that'll be either the 3rd or 4th Saturday in August. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. Day party. I need to see everyone in the building. It's a minimum charge. We're going to do some raffles. We're going to have a good time. We want everybody to come on out. We're going to play some feel-good music. And the fellowshipping and the love part. Princess, I need you in the building. Angie, I need you in the building. Who else is in the chat room? Sister Soldier, Georgiana, I need you in the building. I need everybody in the building. Y'all come on out. So, Sister Soldier, I need you to travel down and come and socialize. It's going to be in the daytime. It's going to be one of those events where the doors open up at 2 or 3, and we're going to stay to 5. So it's a comfortable time. It'll be the 2nd or 3rd Saturday in August. I have the date when I go tonight to see Jamie and go ahead, Jack.
Well, okay. I don't. I want to change the subject. I want to go back to the whole gas thing. Okay, I saw this and I thought it was funny. I put it in the I queued it up so you could show the video. This is what people are feeling like right now. Go ahead, Shawn. Show that video.
Okay.
Please.
And Janice, that's funny. Janice, they got another one with that same music. That's from what song? What movie is that from again?
I don't remember.
That's the song when, remember Morris Chestnut was running down the alley and they shot him in the back. What's the old school?
Boys in the Hood.
That's it comes from there. I think it comes from there. And Janice, they got one dude, the same music is playing, and he's sitting in the car, right?
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden, you see the gas nozzle go to his head like a gun. But it's the gas nozzle.
That's the same thing in this video. You didn't see it, Shawn?
Oh, there's more. Okay.
Well, it's not more. It's the same thing, though. The gas nozzle is at her head also. I'm going to put it back up there real quick.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the nozzle. I saw the baby.
Yeah. I'm going to show it to you. Hold on 1 second. I tried to put the one with the guy, the one that you're talking about with the guy, but I couldn't. It's in the queue now. Play it again, and you'll see the gas nozzle at her head.
Hold on a second. Hold on. LaShawn Hayes Jones, we mean please be the 2nd Saturday. Wow, you going away, sis? All right, let's play this.
Saturday in August?
It's not going to be the 2nd Saturday August because I got to go. I'll be away. Let me see. Oh, okay. I see it.
Yeah.
I see it now. I see it. I see it. That's funny.
That is funny. I'm like, oh God, right, and that's how I feel. You know, when I was there, I was like, okay, well, gee. And then there's one video where one lady, she just starts to undress in the car, like, okay, I'm just gonna take it all off.
Well, unfortunately, some of us gonna have to supplement our income or make, or reduce things that we spend on every day for the gas until this gas price drop. And this gas price is not going to drop until the end of the year. And this war got to end. I don't know what the status is of the war. But speaking of gas prices, real quick, Janice, before you get into your next story at 50 minutes at the hour, Janice, I went to the store this morning on the main road, on the main street. And I saw a bunch of police cars, some activity about a quarter mile up the road. And I was thinking, I hope that the police don't shut nothing down. Right. Because you can't see what was going on, but you see the lights. And I'm like, oh, my God. And the traffic started slowing up. Long story short, we pull up to there was an accident. There was a 3-car accident. One car ran into the back of the other, and then the other one ran into the back of that car. Right. And the middle car got the most damage. But here's the interesting part about it. They stopped the traffic when I was right up on the scene this morning. Which was cool because you see real emotions with people. So the front car, the lady mad. She mad. It looked like she was a grown-ass woman. She had Bobby going to work. She mad as hell. But there's minimum damage on her bumper, if that makes sense. Now, the next car, Janice, that's why if you guys are driving, be careful driving. Janice, the next car was a small little white car, like a little Mazda kind of car. Man. The front end of the car is almost destroyed. But the car that it hit had minimum damage on the bumper. Yeah. And the girl, and you could tell it was a young girl. It looked like she was a teenager or a young girl that was in that middle car. And she was crying. And then the car behind that hit her had minimum damage. Oh, man. So you could tell and look that this woman, and guys, if you're driving, be careful driving. The woman in the middle car was not paying attention. The way she hit that car, the first car, you can tell that it was a hard hit because the car was lower than the bumper, so it crushed the hood and put the engine down. That car's done. Yeah. She's in the car crying, right? Now I'm watching this car behind me, and at the time the police stopped the traffic while we were right there. And Janice, I got my rubbernecking game on.
Shawn was all in it.
Janice, I was like this.
Where's the popcorn?
You okay? Like Janice, I was like this. You okay? Everything's fine.
No,
so I just said that before Janice tell our last story and get out of here. Be careful driving. And it was a young girl. You could tell she had a phone in her hand because she was talking, crying and talking. No, she was talking to somebody on the phone. Oh, okay. She was crying, but you could kind of tell she was very young. And the way she hit that car, it looked like to me, like she wasn't paying attention at all. Yeah. And hit this lady.
I've seen an incident like that occur once before. So it was a little small car, and what you described. Now I'm in the I'm in the right lane, driving, minding my business, and there are three other cars in front of me. This car zooms from around me. I guess I wasn't moving fast enough, and takes off and cuts the third car ahead of me off. Before you know it, this is what happened to that little car. The front end was like this, boop. Because it went right underneath that SUV, just like what you were saying. And that front end went down and that back end went up. And you could see that from where I was. I could see that back end pop up. And everybody came to a halt. I was like, oh, man, it's your fault. It's your fault. You weren't paying attention. You're driving too fast. I don't know what happened with that young lady, but, I feel bad for her. But what about the car behind her? That car behind her probably wasn't paying too much attention either, Shawn, to ram into her like that. Maybe they were driving a little too fast and a little too close.
So Janice, when you saw that and they cut you off and then they ran back into another car and you drove by, what was your reaction?
That's what you get. You driving too fast. Calm down. Slow down. I took
that was it.
Bye. You know?
Now you got to give more emotion. Out of Joe Bob. That's what your punk ass get, but nah, that's what you get.
Well, you know what? Truth be told, I was on a mission also. I didn't have time for all that. I was just like, toot, toot, bye. See, that's what you get. Thank you, God. It wasn't me. I didn't hit them, the people in front of me. I was happy about that.
What else you got?
Okay. All right. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find something short.
If not, we're done.
Okay, because I do have more stories, but I don't have anything that's short, to talk about.
Okay, what else you got? We're shortening it up. What you got?
All right, well, let's talk about the cruise ship. Okay, the Disney cruise ship. Hold on, here it is right here. No, you know what? I want to talk about Orlando. Let's talk about New Orleans. Okay, guys. All right, I'm with it. I got it. Okay, so New Orleans at this point, scientists are saying that New Orleans is at the point of no return. Okay, New Orleans, famous for Bourbon Street, French Quarters, or whatever. They are actively sinking, which they've been sinking for quite some time. But right now, researchers and scientists are telling the residents of New Orleans to relocate immediately right now because they're at the point of no return. And that was a quote, the point of no return due to the rise of sea level. New Orleans is at the point of no return and residents must relocate now. Apparently New Orleans sits in a bowl. So New Orleans is in some type of a bowl and they are in between the Mississippi River and Lake Pontchartrain, right? So they are below that level between those two. And so they're telling people, look, you know what? The levees aren't sustainable. You all need to move because we got to shut this place down. It's going to flood, you're going to drown. People are complaining about sinkholes. They're complaining about potholes. They're complaining about how bad the streets are and what have you. And they're saying, you know what? We need infrastructure. We need better infrastructure. People the government need to invest in the infrastructure there. Okay. Put more money into it. But ever since Katrina, they haven't been putting the right type of money in there. And so now about 370,000 plus residents in New Orleans, they're being told to relocate. They can't even sell the property that they own. Nobody wants to buy it now. But Shawn, you know what I think? This is my take on it. My take is they're trying to get those people out of there. Government's going to come in and do what they want to do with it. They're going to build it back up and sell everything because people are going to have to walk away from the property. They're going to let that's my opinion though. Okay. But we just have to wait and see what happens. What say you, Shawn?
I say, yeah, you got to destroy the whole thing over there. It's just not, because it wasn't built for people to live there. Right. That was some man-made thing anyway. Yes. And nature has taken over and said, you can't do this. They are below sea level. I mean, one small wave and they're done. So yeah, they got to get out. I don't know about the part about, having them leave and, do it over again. But I'm just saying, like, the people that live there right now is a hazard. They can't even sell the property. They got to get out of there. So at least they come to the senses of doing that. Because if they have another hurricane, another flood, we already know what happened the last time. All right, That's good. All right, Janice, that's good. 58 minutes after the hour. Thank you. Guys, I think we had a great show today. We had a good time. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We'll be back in a few days. And thank you so much for listening and supporting. God bless Natalie, right? Do me a favor real quick. Janice, we got just about a minute. Could you shout out some of these folks in the chat room real quick?
Yes, I see LaShawn Jones in there. She's making her comments. Georgina, thank you guys. Thank you. Love you too, boo. Okay, we of course Sister Soldier and the Godfather's up in there. Natalie, hey, what's up, girl? Who else? Of course, Princess. Hey, what's up, guy? Who else? So everybody's in the house. Georgina, hey, love you guys. Hope you all have a beautiful day today.
Okay, guys, hope you have a great day. Remember Shawn Harvey Day Party at Comedy Harlem. We're just going to party. We're going to fellowship. Not too much talking. We just want to get together. That's going to be in August. I'll have the date later today. I hope it fits into LaShawn Haynes Jones' schedule. But we appreciate you guys. And we are out of here. And you guys be safe. Janice, we had a great show today. And we are out of here.